Ujjain, the city which brings history and mythology at one place. Typically, deities in Hindu temples face the rising sun. However, in Ujjain, the presiding deity Shiva, known locally as Mahakaleshwar, faces south, which in the Hindu mythosphere is the direction associated with death. There flows the river Vaitarani, beyond which is located Pitrilok, the land of the ancestors. Shiva looks at our ancestors and offers them hope of another life, for he is the Lord of Time, Mahakaal, and the conqueror of death, Mrityunjay. In Hinduism, death is conquered in two ways: immortality and rebirth. Liberation happens when we discover the immortal soul enjoying the many rebirths of flesh. In the Shaivayat iconography, the Shivalinga represents the immortal timeless soul. The water dripping on it represents the endless dying and birth of new flesh in the river of time. The temple of Mahakaleshwar at Ujjain is listed as one of the 12 Jyotirlingas by Adi Shankaracharya, the 8th century Vedanta scholar. In these spots, Shiva appeared as a pillar of fire on his own, Swayambhu Linga. Such Shiva temples are distinguished from those set up by human hands, Sthapita Linga. But Mahakaleshwar is not the only Shiva temple in Ujjain. Nearby is the Kalbhairav temple. In fact, the city has 84 Shiva temples and even a Shakti Peeth, the Harasiddhi Mahakali temple of the goddess, indicating its strong association with Shaivism. Ujjain is also the legendary city of the mystic Bhartrihari and his brother King Vikramaditya, whose stories remind us of the cyclical nature of time that forms the cornerstone of Hinduism. In case of Vikramaditya, the understanding of life's repetitive nature emerged from his tryst with the Vetal or a ghost that he was asked to fetch from a crematorium. While catching the Vetal was easy, holding on to him was tough, as one had to resist the urge to speak to him. But the ghost, determined to escape, would always tell Vikramaditya a story and ask him to judge a case. If you are truly the great King Vikramaditya, you will give a sound judgment. If you are an impostor, you will stay silent. The proud Vikramaditya would not be able to keep his mouth shut, and so the ghost managed to give him the slip 24 times. On the 25th attempt, Vikramaditya did not have an answer and stayed silent. The silence you are so proud of will cost you dear, chuckled the ghost, who then revealed how the sorcerer who had asked Vikramaditya to fetch the Vetal planned to use the Vetal to usurp Vikramaditya's throne. The repetitive nature of the 25 stories of the Vetal reminds us of the cyclical nature and the dangers of attempting to break the cycle. In the folklore of Ujjain, it is from this crematorium where Vikramaditya found the Vetal that ash is collected for the rituals of the Mahakaleshwar temple. Every morning at 4 a.m., the Shivalinga is offered the Bhasma Arati, a ritual conducted by the male priests behind closed doors. Today, though the ritual uses ash from the burnt cow dung, instead, perhaps as an attempt to sanitize the ritual to suit the modern sensibilities. The original Mahakaleshwar temple was located in Mahakaal I. This was raided and plundered in the 13th century by the Sultan of Delhi, Iltutmish, the father of Razia Sultan. The only thing Remaining of the old enclosure is the gatehouse known as the Chaubis Khamba Mandir, temple of 24 pillars, with its doorkeepers, the goddesses Mahamaya and Mahalaya, a reminder of the deep Shiva Shakti roots of this city. But the temple was reconstructed in the 8th century under the patronage of the Scindias during the Maratha Confederacy. It is they who initiated the Kumbh Mela of Ujjain on the banks of the Shipra river, inviting the war ascetics to replicate the gathering that took place every 12 years on the banks of the river Godavari in nearby Nasik. The rulers knew the fundamentals of Hindu philosophy. Nothing lasts forever, and everything is reborn. Thank you for hearing us. We would soon get back to you with other meaningful videos. Thank you.